Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a early review of the brand new LEGO Marvel superhero set from Spidey and His Amazing Friends. This is set number 10784, Spider-Man Webquarters Hangout. This has 155 pieces and is retailing for $49.99 USD or $64.99 Canadian, and will be available beginning on January the 1st of 2020. And I was actually able to pick up this set early from Mastermind Toys here in Canada. And this is the largest set in the wave. It comes with all three of these Spider people, as well as an exclusive Miss Marvel, and Green Goblin appears in the set as well. So let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this set. So here is the Webquarters, and honestly, I really like it. You know why? Because it gives me like regular sort of toy vibes where there's just this huge wacky, Bat Cave or Spider-Man cave. You've got this weird bobblehead of like the hero at the top, and it looks great. Like it doesn't feel like Lego, honestly, which is something really cool. But anyways, it is Lego. It's a 4+ set, so keep that in mind. I know a lot of people are like, this is such a bad set. It's not for you. It really is not for you. I guarantee you this set is going to be such a hot seller. So from just the whole shape of it, love the tower at the top, all that. So let's start down here at the bottom. So down below here on the left, we actually have Gwen's area, and she is, I guess, a musician in the show. So she's got this brick here. Everything here is printed, by the way, which is a beautiful thing about 4+ sets. So that is all printed, the stereo as well as the piano tile there, and she does come with a pink guitar, which you'll see in a bit. But this piece here is actually from Mario, so it's cool that these large plates are appearing in more and more sets. We're gonna skip on over here to the right first, and this is Miles' section. I guess in the show he's actually like an artist or something, so he is actually painting like this cute little family photo. Like, I love to say that, from the Lego Batman movie, with you've got Spidey, Miles, and Gwen there. Now underneath here is something really interesting. So you've got a little crate, and other than that, like the bottom part, it's very empty and open, which is fine. I'm surprised there's no prison cell or anything. Would have liked that in the back. Anyway, so inside here, just while we were talking about Miles, we've actually got a little paint palette there with a bunch of different paint colors, as well as a green paintbrush, although none of these colors, most of them aren't actually used or featured there. I guess he could mix and make colors. But anyways, also included, rolled away, there's actually this little red ball here. And it's not a basketball or anything. It's got this weird sort of texture. I think this is one of like the old ones, that would launch out of like those hands that you would, like that, you know what I mean? That would flick out. Anyways, it's a basketball. You shoot it on through the hoop, and if you want to as well, you can put the crate down below as well, and if you want to, you could have the basketball go on into there, so that's pretty cool. Now up top, we've got this really cool computer tile there, which looks great with the Green Goblin, and there's a warning. He's got a pumpkin bomb, he's stolen pizza or something, and a video playing. That whole video there, like the whole screen, actually reminds me of the screens featured in the Spider Lair from last year, so that's pretty neat. You've also got, and I'm gonna call it this is a PlayStation controller, because last year they actually mentioned that's what it was in the Spider Lair. So pretty cool. Now, and if you notice here on the sides, these are actually slides. So what you do is you, of course, have like the alert or whatever, and then they slide on down into their respective areas. So that's a pretty cute play feature. And then up above here, we've got the big bubble thing, which is, if I flip this around here, you can see what that looks like. It doesn't have anything on the back. Also, just going to show you here, in case you're wondering, this is what the back looks like. You're not missing anything. The only thing that I can think of that you can do on the back is this, and maybe it is actually a prison. I was wrong. Hang on. Watch this. Ready? So I'm going to take the two web pieces here. Now, I haven't seen a picture of this. Maybe there is a picture in like the lifestyle, but I didn't notice it. But I think maybe what you could do is you could store some of the villains up in behind there. So if you want, you could take your little Gobby figure and you could web him up there and have him inside. So maybe that is what you're supposed to do with those two hinges there in the back. And there is actually another use for those web pieces. You could take Goblin here as well as one of the web pieces, and then taking the other one, and you could attach it and close it on up like a trap there. So that's pretty neat. Included in the set as well is this little table for them to have some pizza. Very simple little build. But there is one more thing, and that is actually that there is a skateboard ramp there. So you could take any of the figures. I'm going to take Kamala, and you put her on the skateboard that is included, and you drive on up, and you could do some skate tricks and stuff like that. So besides the huge Webquarters, you've also got this vehicle for Gwen, which honestly is really great. It's our first ever vehicle for her besides a purple skateboard in the past, so it's really awesome. I love the printing there on the front with the ghost spider mask. Looks awesome. The turbines here in hot pink in the back as well. These little claw hands in hot pink. Love it, love it, love it. And on the inside there's no computer panel, which I find really interesting. But if you want to, you could take your Gwen minifigure there and just stand her inside. And yeah, I like the whole shape of this. The whole base there is a 4+, one huge piece at the bottom. And I know you're struggling to have everything that you want in this set. You want a Green Goblin car, right? I don't know why this exists. It's actually quite cool. I know I'm making fun of it here, but it's interesting because you've got this Goblin car, so you could put him on inside there, and he drives around. Maybe I've put him the backwards way, but it doesn't really matter because the center here, the Goblin glider actually flies on out, and I did put it the wrong way, so I'm just going to flip that around there, and he can fly away. So it's actually a different glider build here than the one that appeared in the other Green Goblin set that we've already looked at on the channel. But it's just really interesting. If you want as well, if you notice, there are the hinges here again, so you could take this and actually try and web him up, which does not seem to be as successful here. But you could also, I guess, if you want, have them dragging behind, if you want to have the web like this, and then attaching the longer web piece there and driving off and dragging Spidey behind, you could do that too. And here is the Spidey figure. If you haven't seen it before, he does appear in, I believe, 3 out of the 4 sets, and I really like this figure. Unfortunately, when you print on red, the white looks a lot like pink. But yeah, I love the torso printing. It's really great. It's very detailed, more complete than some of the other figures here that you'll see in a second. On the back, love the logo, back head printing as well. Really, really great. And getting mid-legs here in the blue color is really awesome as well. Also included in the set, which only appears in another one, is Tracy, the little spider bot, which is such an adorable little piece. And I love that they created this piece just for a spider bot and the eyes there. Really, really adorable printing. And here is the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I don't like how there's like very little printing here on the torso there on the chest. And a lot of people said, why is it red legs? It's because instead of doing like dual molded legs or printing, they just decided to give him red legs. On the back, there's not a lot of printing there either, so I don't really like that. But the back head printing's cool. The face printing's good as well. And yeah, it's just lacking. Here's Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider, and I think this is a great figure. I think the hood piece actually works. I know I would have preferred the new one from last year, but it's fine. The guitar there, that's nothing new. I believe that's appeared in at least a video set, probably friend sets as well. The torso printing is very detailed. I really like the webbing on the side. Again, it's not very detailed. Like, it kind of falls under the Miles thing where the rest of the torso is very simple. But on the back, it is very detailed, and I like the use of the mid-legs in purple, and I think the eyes there look really great, except for where it is actually creasing there at the top. You could see how it's ruining a little bit of the printing there. I love, love, love this figure, and I know that a lot of people are only going to get this set specifically for Kamala. The fact that she's here after all these years is amazing. Like, I love this figure. I love that she's got mid-legs as well. She's a teenager. It actually makes sense. Same with all the rest of them. Maybe they should always be using mid-legs. But anyways, this is a brand new hairpiece created just for her right now. So that is amazing. And it looks great, works great. I love this dark brown headpiece, as well as like the torso printing is so great, and the face printing I think looks really cool. I love the use of coral lips. Sucker for coral printing. I try and do that in a lot of my CMF series, so I love seeing it here. And on the back there, you've got some really cool back printing as well. I'm just so in love with this figure. I'm so glad that Miss Marvel's here. I'm excited for the potential of her getting her own figure from the new show or wherever else. Hopefully we get like the stretchy arms back at some point. And here is the Green Goblin figure, and I didn't like this originally, but it is really growing on me. I think the face print works really well. It's the torso printing that having it in person I don't think looks as good as the renders, but it is very detailed. I like the G belt there. I think that's pretty funny. And on the back, it's kind of simple, but he does have some printing there, like the mid legs in purple, just like Gwen. The pumpkin is actually different than the other pumpkin bomb in the other set, with it having this large piece here meant to represent like a smoke or something like that. But removing this here on the top, you could see on the back, you've got this scared expression there, or upset expression, which is really funny. Anyways, everyone, what do you think of this set? It is the largest one. I think it's, if you were wanting to get some of the figures, I think this is the best one to do so, because you are getting all three of the spider people in the set. You're also getting Kamala here for the first time in years. You're getting the Goblin figure. So yeah, I think that including Goblin in this set is a good and bad thing. It kind of takes away from the exclusivity of the small set that we've already taken a look at on the channel. But it is great because we then have him in this one, so you can not have to buy the other one if you want, if you don't want that Miles vehicle. But anyways, everyone, what do you think of this set? I think this is going to be a hot seller. I hope that Kamala appears in future sets, and we do need Black Panther. He's one of the other Spidey friends that's on the show, so hopefully there is like another wave of this. I would be 100% open to that, and the more that the show goes on, I hope they have more villains so that we can get some cool outfits for them as well and have some return, like Rhino and Kamala back after all these years is amazing. But anyways, everyone, what do you think of this set? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future LEGO Marvel Superhero set news and reviews just like this one. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.